The car you drove today, the phone in your hand right now, Nikola Tesla built all of it. The man history gave the credit to was Thomas Edison. Only one of them died rich, the wrong one. They shared a lab, and when the smoke cleared, one owned patents worth billions in today's money. The other died in a New York hotel room, alone, feeding pigeons from his windowsill. This isn't the story you were taught. The man in the history books, the American icon, was the villain, and the villain won. The wrong man got the credit. Did anyone even notice? You've been flipping his switch your entire life. Tonight, you find out whose it really is. 5 rounds. One man built the future. The other one stole it, and history swallowed it whole.
By 1892, Thomas Edison had built General Electric, a company that, adjusted to today, would be worth over $400 billion. He held 1,093 US patents. He ran the largest research lab on Earth. But do you think a single one of those patents was entirely his own idea?
Now picture Tesla the same year. He's living in a rented workshop on South 5th Avenue in Manhattan. He owns one suit. He eats crackers. He's already invented alternating current, the system that runs everything you plug in. And he's just torn up a royalty contract worth, in modern dollars, $12 billion. $12 billion. Why? Because George Westinghouse, the man who bought his patent, was going broke.
Tesla ripped the contract in half and said, "You are my friend. You believed in me when others called me crazy. Keep your money. Save your company." $12 billion gone on a handshake. Edison would never do that. Edison would sue you for the handshake. By 1928, Tesla was so broke he couldn't afford his own patents. Edison, meanwhile, was running an empire that would outlive him by a century.
Fortune isn't about who was smarter. It's about who was willing to keep the money. Tesla gave his away. Edison never gave anything back. Not credit, not royalties, not even a fair fight. In pure dollars, one answer is clear. This round belongs to Edison. The man who gave everything away lost to the man who never gave anything back. Tesla had the vision. Edison had everything else. The lab, the money, the army of engineers, the patents. Can a mind alone beat a machine?
Thomas Edison filed 1,093 patents in his lifetime. Impressive number, until you look at what most of them actually were. Edison didn't invent the light bulb. He improved on 23 previous designs by other inventors. He didn't invent recorded sound. He engineered a working machine using principles known for a decade. His method was industrial, not visionary. Hire smart men, grind through 10,000 versions of the same idea, take the patent. Tesla worked another way. Imagine this. You are 26 years old, walking through a park in Budapest in 1882. You look at the setting sun, and suddenly, in your mind, you see the entire rotating magnetic field of alternating current, the invention that will power every appliance humanity ever builds. You grab a stick and draw it in the dirt for a friend. That's not engineering, that's revelation. Tesla imagined radio, wireless power, the remote control. And then, in 1926, he described a device that lets a man transmit his voice, image, and thought across the world without wires. You're holding it right now. Edison had a laboratory. Tesla had a mind that saw the future and refused to look away. History rewards the builder, but only until the imagination runs out. When you're using Wi-Fi tonight, you're using Tesla's brain. When you're using a light switch, you're using Edison's brand. This round belongs to Tesla. Tesla won the science. Edison accepted that. What he didn't accept was losing. So he stopped competing and started killing. In 1888, Edison saw the future, and it wasn't his. There were 2 ways to move electricity through a city, and he had built the wrong one. Edison's system was direct current, DC. Simple, reliable, and useless beyond 1 mile. To power a city, you'd need a power plant on every block, coal soot everywhere. Impossible. Tesla's system was alternating current, AC. It could travel hundreds of miles. It could power a nation. It was the future. Edison knew he was going to lose. He had already sunk his entire fortune into DC infrastructure. If AC won, Edison was finished. So he chose war. He didn't go back to the lab. He hired a showman, Harold Brown, to travel the country with a portable AC generator and a supply of stray dogs. They did it in public, in front of crowds, in front of reporters. reporters. They electrocuted the dogs, then a horse, then a cow, filmed it, released it, and they gave the killing method a name. They called it getting Westinghoused, named after Tesla's business partner. Then Edison went further.
He lobbied New York State to use AC in the first electric chair.
Because if AC could kill a man, no city would want it in their walls.
Picture the year 1890. William Kemmler is strapped into the world's first electric chair. The current fails. He doesn't die. They pump it again. His flesh starts to burn. Reporters vomit outside. That was Edison's marketing campaign, and Tesla still won. The Chicago World's Fair of 1893 lit up with Tesla's system. Niagara Falls, 1895, Tesla's system. The grid you're using right now to watch this video, also his.
Edison didn't lose this round because Tesla was smarter. He lost because Tesla was right. AC could travel hundreds of miles. DC couldn't even cross a city. No marketing campaign survives that gap. A man who electrocutes a horse to sell his product doesn't fail from bad engineering. He fails because the truth is too big to hide. This round belongs to Tesla, and it wasn't close. Edison had lost the war, but he still had Tesla's trust, and he was about to turn it into the most expensive joke in history.
Long before the current war, when Tesla first arrived in America in 1884, he came with $4 in his pocket and a letter of introduction to Thomas Edison. The letter said, quote, "I know two great men. One is you, the other is this young man." Edison read it. He hired Tesla on the spot. Then he made him a promise. "Redesign my DC motors," Edison said. "Make them efficient. If you can do it, there's $50,000 in it for you."
$50,000 in 1885 is roughly $1.5 million today. Tesla worked. He barely slept. 18 hours a day. Months of it. He redesigned 24 of Edison's motors from scratch. He solved every problem Edison put in front of him. And when he came to collect, Edison laughed. "Tesla," he said, "you don't understand American humor." That was the entire payment. Tesla walked out. He spent the next year digging ditches in New York for $2 a day. But the betrayal wasn't over. Edison wasn't the only one who knew how to take credit for other people's work. When Tesla later filed patents on radio transmission, Guglielmo Marconi used 17 of them to build a competing system and won the Nobel Prize for it in 1909. Tesla wasn't credited until 1943, months after he died alone in a hotel room. He was 86 years old, broke, talking to pigeons. The Supreme Court restored his patent that year. Too late. Everything he'd earned had already been transferred to someone else's name. There's a kind of theft that leaves no fingerprints. Edison mastered it. He didn't steal Tesla's inventions. He stole the credit for them. And in America, credit is worth more than truth. This round belongs to Edison. He looked Tesla in the eye, promised him everything, and called it a joke. And Tesla never recovered. Tesla died alone, broke, forgotten. Room 3327 of the Hotel New Yorker. A maid found him. And Edison thought that was the end. He was wrong. The dead man hadn't finished yet. Every wire in your walls right now is carrying alternating current. Tesla's system. The phone on your desk connects via radio waves. Tesla's patent. The electric car in your driveway runs on a motor Tesla designed in 1888. If it's a Tesla, the badge is literal. Elon Musk named his company after him. Google Edison Motors. You won't find anything Elon Musk built. If you walked into any American classroom right now and asked a 9-year-old who invented the light bulb, they'd say Thomas Edison. Ask them who invented Wi-Fi or radio or the electric grid. They won't know. Ask them who invented the smartphone. They won't know that either. The man who did it wasn't allowed a name. But something strange is happening in the last 20 years. Tesla's name is coming back. Statues, documentaries, companies, his face on t-shirts, his story in every serious book about invention. His patents, the ones that made everyone else billions, are now considered the most consequential technical documents of the 20th century. Edison's brand is still there, but when engineers open the panel behind your wall, they don't see Edison, they see Tesla. And that gap between the name the world remembers and the system the world runs on keeps growing. Tesla's legacy is quiet, invisible, and it's inside every machine you own. Money dies with a man. Fame fades over decades. But when 100 years pass and a boy in a village powers his laptop with a system a bankrupt inventor drew in the dirt of Budapest in 1882, that isn't fame. That's immortality. This round belongs to Tesla, because Tesla is the one still being used. The final score, Tesla 3, Edison 2. Tesla died with $4 and a head full of inventions the world is still using. Edison died with an empire built on top of them. Neither story fits in 10 minutes. There are books that go where this video can't. Subscribe to Audible, link in the description. Edison died in a Florida mansion, surrounded by servants, at the age of 84. His last words, whispered to his wife, were, "It is very beautiful over there." Tesla died in room 3327 of the Hotel New Yorker. A maid found him. His last companions were the pigeons on his windowsill. He was 86. And every time you flip a light switch, every time you open a laptop, start an EV, or check your phone, you are holding Tesla's receipt with Edison's name on it. If this changed how you see the story, the algorithm needs to know. Like, subscribe, and stay, because the next episode is coming.